Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, and by rebirth I mean repentance. In the last episode we did a really good run, and we unlocked Magdalene, and we unlocked Eve, both of which are interesting characters to play as. And today we're gonna do a run, I think as Magdalene, just because she's earlier in the turn order, so I don't know, there's no real logic to it. And so I'm sitting here like, alright, I'm feeling the need to record. I'm feeling like jazzed, pumped, if you will. You know, just frazzled enough to be like, alright, I'm gonna sit down in the chair, move past the whole depression thing, you know, and record. But I'm not feeling unfrazzled enough to record Elden Ring, which is really what I should be recording, because I have like a bunch of these episodes on the backlog, but like nothing Elden Ring-wise on the backlog, so excuse me, you're gonna have to, you know, be fine with that burp. So I was like, okay, I'm, you know, not feeling like I have enough concentration to, you know, really do a good Elden Ring episode. What do I do? And then it dawned on me. Play Isaac, bro. And so that's where we're at. So Magdalene, the character that we're playing as currently, has, her gimmick is that A, she starts it with one more heart container than Isaac does, and the Yum Heart, which is that active item that you can see up there. The Yum Heart, or the Yum Heart, whatever the fuck it's called, luck down is terrible, by the way. Whenever you use it, it'll restore one red heart. So not fantastic, not terrible, could be better, whatever. And she also starts out, her disadvantage is that she starts out slightly slower than the other characters, so that's a massive pain in my ass, but it's whatever. Mom's Razor, the item that we just got, is not very good. I don't think. It's an orbital, so it spins around you. Some orbitals block enemy shots. I don't think Mom's Razor does, though, which is why I don't like it as much as other orbitals, unless they've changed how it works in Repentance, which is entirely possible. It does do like bleeding damage to people if they get hit by it though, so it's not like we're not hurt at all by having it. We're just not having a huge advantage by having it. Gonna be fighting Monstro. Not too bad. Our main concern really is not even going to be survival, because Magdalene starts out with so much health and the Yum Heart, so it's on at least the first like 3-4 floors, it's not as likely that you'll die unless you'll make incredibly egregious errors and generally act impatient, as I often do, so you know, it's not beyond the pale that we die. But I think that it's less likely on the earlier floors at least. But our main priority should be collecting a spirit heart so that we can protect our deal with the devil chances for the next floor, which will really help us, I believe. And Monstro's dead. 3 minutes. Torn photo, fantastic item. Here's shot speed. We need that shit. I can't remember if there was a spirit heart for sale in the shop. We're gonna go check just in case there is, and if there isn't, maybe there's a bomb for sale, which we can use to blow up that tinted rock. There is a bomb for sale. We're gonna do that. And then we're gonna come in here, and we're actually gonna donate down to 5 cents, so that we still have a chance for an arcade on the next floor, but we've donated a little bit on this run. I think it's just a wise practice for us. But now we've got a spirit heart to protect our deal with the devil chances. And yeah, we should be doing good. Hopefully we'll get an arcade. Hopefully all the cards will fall in such a manner that just gives us the ability to kick so much ass that it hurts us. Like we'll be kicking our own ass with the force of 1,000 suns. Well, one of the cards has fallen down. The Game Kid has appeared in the basement. I honestly forgot that's how you unlock the Game Kid. That's one of those... you see, the problem is I've been playing Isaac for so long just on my own that I've had things unlocked for forever, and I really don't remember how you unlock them just because I've had them unlocked for forever, so if you had told me, oh yeah, you have the game kit unlocked from the start of the game, I'd be like, yeah, that sounds legit. And obviously that is not the case. That is Mini Mushroom, which will give us a speed and range up, which would be useful. In fact, I think I'm gonna take it, just so that with the speed upgrade we will have more dodging capability. Technically speaking, there was that restock box in there, which we could have used to change that, to re-roll that item, for something potentially much better. But I think that, taking Mini Mush was probably a good idea. Covers some of our weaknesses, makes us slightly less likely to be hit, so long as I'm remembering to dodge efficiently. Which isn't necessarily the most likely thing, but you know, stranger things have happened. Which sometimes I feel like that's my catchphrase, like, oh, I am saying an anecdote, let me say stranger things have happened. Oh, stranger things have happened. So that's fun. That's another one of those things that I say, so that's fun. You know what, we're gonna pick up this Spirit Heart for more protection, and then we're gonna pick up this car battery. Active power up. What the car battery does is it makes it so that whenever you use your active item, it uses its effect twice. So now the Heart will heal 2 hearts instead of 1, which is really good. It's still not a fantastic item, but I feel like it'll synergize well with us trying to get money from the blood bank. And then that way we can, even if we end up dying, which knock on wood, hopefully we won't, we will be able to hopefully donate a whole bunch on this run, which will be good. Alright, bunch of that stuff. Then we can come in here, grab this battery charge, use that to heal, and then we can come back and donate more. And then maybe we'll even get another charge, depending on how much combat there is left on the floor. Another good thing about donating, store upgrade level 3, woo, for 200 cents. But another good thing about donating is that occasionally you'll get a luck upgrade for donating, and the game will never indicate it to you. You just have to look at the little stat things, and I completely forgot about that until I saw that we got one, which is nice because it offsets the luck downgrade that we got from that pill earlier. So good things. Lucky random Spirit Heart drop. Next room has one of these guys in it. I hate them so much. They suck, they're terrible, and honestly, they're off my Christmas card list. Another key, which is useful. Looks like we're just barely gonna get another Heart charge, so we can use that to pick up some more money. Maybe donate more this floor, or maybe stick to some of our money for a little bit. There's no chance of getting an arcade on the next floor, but we might just want to stick to it, I don't know. Joker card, fantastic. Emergency contact, less fantastic, but we're gonna use it. Fight against Pin. Shouldn't be too difficult. We've got decent damage, and by decent I mean the starter damage. That's what emergency contact does. It brings down this like mom hand, and also does damage apparently. I don't remember doing that, but that's cool. Got a damage up from Consolation Prize, but it holds enemies still for a little bit, which is very useful. Okay. Well, I think we're going to take both of these, just because I don't know what's good for me, and aggression has never not worked out for me at this point in time. So Guppy's Collar brings us, gives us a chance to come back to life. I think we've had it before, and I have no idea what this is unless we've had it before and I've just forgotten what it does. Sulfur, temporary demon form. Okay. Well, that loses us the Heart, but maybe this will help us win more easily, as it'll give us like a damage bonus, I guess. I mean, I hope that's what it does. Temporary demon form sounds very similar actually to the nail, which I believe we unlocked the last episode, or the episode before that, I think. Blood bag has appeared in the basement. I guess you get that from using the blood bank a certain amount of times. It's just a health upgrade that you can get from using the blood donation machines. Guppy's head, which is a good item. And we could roll with Guppy's head, honestly, because it's pretty good, especially with car battery. But I'm gonna take sulfur with us instead because we paid money for it. And by money, I mean HP. And it's a new item, so I feel like I should play with it. Not a whole lot that we can do here without more bombs. Unless there's bombs for sale in the shop, which I don't think that there are. There aren't. Well, oops, I smacked the mic there. Hope you guys heard that and that broke your eardrums. I'm sorry. It sucks to be you. But we'll go down to 5 cents again, and then we will continue on to the next floor. Maybe I should have kept that bomb to try and look for a second secret room, but I don't know. Don't think that it'll contribute too much to our failure or success on this run. Alright, we got our little sacrifice room. Oh, that's... These little half hearts I think we've had them before. But they can give you spirit hearts or heal red hearts. It really just depends. And you know what? Let's test out our thing. Excuse me? Holy shit, that's cool. I think that it just gives us like a temporary brimstone sort of thing. Except that's a much bigger brimstone than I'm used to. Maybe that's... I don't know if that's what it is normally. Because that seems really powerful for a 3-room charge. So maybe that's what happens when you have it with car battery. Either way, kinda glad that we went with that instead of Guppy's head. Much as I like Guppy's head, that's just, you know, this is kinda sick. Might have been a bit of a waste to use it on this floor, but, or excuse me, this room. Yeah, especially when I would have much rather used it on this room. Ow, my face. But yeah, words. Words. This item, cool, I like it. I wonder what would happen if I had brimstone with it already. Maybe we'll get a chance to test that at some point. Alright. We are going to take this item. There's more options. More options makes it so that whenever you go into an item room, there are 2 items to choose from. You can only take one, but you can choose from the 2. So, very good item, especially the earlier you get it, and we're pretty early in the game still. Ow. Only thing that sucks is the fact that, it might not work on this floor, because we've already sort of generated this floor. I don't know if there will be 2 items in the item room on this one, but we'll have to see. Don't know. I'm glad that we got that golden poop, because now we can go back into our shop and buy that spirit heart so that we're not, you know, a scant hit away from death. I donated that cent purely because I was like, what if something fun happens at 210? Evidently nothing did happen, but what if it had? You'd be eating your words. It's a good thing that I bought that spirit heart, because apparently I've decided to take damage like a dumb idiot who's stupid. Alright, key for a bomb. Not the worst trade in the world, but not the best. Especially right now, we're not really hurting for keys. This room kinda sucks. But we apparently were able to kill everything pretty easily. And we also found the second secret room, which is filled with spirit hearts, which might have possibly been the best second secret room that we could have gotten. I'm honestly impressed. Shouldn't have taken that damage there, but I mean, come on, that's just so fucking sick, man. Ow, okay, that was stupid. It's a really good thing we got those spirit hearts, because otherwise I'd be dead right now. Whatever. Sty, damage plus range up. And another thing. We've got the Book of Belial and Ouija board. Both of which are acceptable items, but I don't think that they're worth giving up my health for, because I don't think we really have enough health to benefit from those. And speed upgrade, very good. We sort of already offset Maggie's slow starting speed, but always nice to have more for dodging purposes. I dislike the fact that the extra damage shots that we get from Sty have like less shot speed than our regular shots, just because even the slightest inconvenience to me I consider to be a personal affront. Oh, so it does work. Unless, yeah, I don't know. So I don't know if we've had either of these items, but this is like Teleport 2.0, I think this is, and this is Sad Bombs. And this one is an active item, and I'm liking using sulfur right now, so we're gonna go with this one. Which gives us plus 5 bombs, and it makes it so that there's like a spray of bombage, and by bombage I mean tears, that spews out of the bombs whenever we use them, so it makes them more viable in combat. Very useful stuff. We have enough money to possibly spawn an arcade on the next floor, which could be useful. Not a huge amount of health to do with that, but again, it's nice to have advantages to press. Do 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 in the hole. Go. He's dead now, but Catacombs 2. A key for a key. That sounds like a good trade to me. These guys look slightly different. It's like they're leaning forward, which they didn't used to do. Makes them look creepy. I guess. Alright, what the hell? Yeah, you know what? This is worth it. I feel no qualms at all. Alright, so there's a chest room and a library. Library is just gonna have active items in it, so I don't know if we're gonna want that. But we will check out the chest room. And I regret that immensely. Those beggars you can donate keys to, and they will give you chests, which they're really only useful if you have a ridiculous surplus of keys. And we do not, especially because I fucking used most of my keys getting in there. We did get 1 cent out of blowing him up though, so we essentially traded a key and a bomb for 1 cent. Which might be one of the worst trades in the history of trades, possibly ever. Alright, another bomb. We might want to start using those for combat. None of these I really want right now. I'd really, honestly, we're gonna wait. If we get more money, I might want to come back in there, use the restock box some more, see if we can possibly get another spirit heart, maybe another half-price item that I actually want. The item that was in there initially was called Placebo. It essentially lets you use whatever pill you have in your pill slot multiple times. Which is not the worst thing in the world, but it requires you to have a good pill, and we haven't really had any of those yet. Nothing good in the curse room. These guys suck. And I somehow did not take damage there, because I don't know if you knew this, but I am the best at everything, and I never make mistakes. It's a difficult thing to live with, never making mistakes. Yeah, this is worth it. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I'm loving this item. I'm thinking that it might possibly be just because we have, oh boy. The car battery, but I don't know. I think we've had Headless Baby before. We might not have, but I'm gonna take Lost Contact, which is Shielded Tears. And those make it so that whenever your tears come into contact with enemy tears, they block them. It's not as good if you don't have a high fire rate. That kind of sucked. But it can still be incredibly useful defensively. Endless Nameless. I'm stuck in a loop. The Dark One. More like the Dark One D's nuts. That was immature. I promise with all of my power to never make another D's nuts joke. You have my word, and my word I swear upon D's nuts. Mom's coin purse gave us some pills. We've been getting extremely lucky with deals with the devil. We've not deserved to get any of these. Definitely gonna want to keep the Joker card. Now this is an interesting one. Little Brimstone, I believe we've had, is a pretty good familiar. Not that great though, so it might not be worth the health. But this is the Satanic Bible, which would end up, it's an active item, so we'd end up giving up sulfur, which has been incredibly useful for us. But for this one, every 6 rooms you get a black heart, if it hasn't been changed from how it works in the previous updates. But because we have car battery, we'd end up getting 2 black hearts, which might be honestly the most important thing. Like, I love sulfur, and it's been treating us incredibly well. But I think that in terms of survivability, this will be the best thing for us. Alright, let's see what these pills do. Power pill, pretty much useless. Experimental pill, range up, speed down. Shot speed up, luck down. HP up, tears down. Okay, so those all pretty much sucked, and I'm disappointed that you guys let me use them. What the fuck, guys? But you can see how much health we're gonna get from the Satanic Bible. It should hopefully offset the damage that we'll take due to having less damage to deal to enemies because we don't have sulfur anymore. I don't even... That was just happened so fast, man. Yeah, this is one of the down... Oh, looks like Mom's Razor does block shots now, which is cool. But you can see that that's one of the downsides of Lost Contact, making it so that you can't hit things as easily sometimes. So I feel as though this is a wise decision because we'll be... Not only we had a chance to get a key, which we did, but we'll also be able to get more charges on Satanic Bible, which should be very, very good. It should also hopefully let us take even more of the stupid lucky deals with the devil that we've been getting. Want to run that by me again there, Sonny Jim? No? No? Okay. Come on, can you please pass away, my friend? Black Tooth. Makes it so that occasionally you shoot out like a tooth shot that does poison damage. I'm actually going to keep Endless Nameless, because Endless Nameless makes it so that there's like a 25% chance for you to get, like, cards or pills back after you've used them. Excuse me. So I think that that might be useful if we come across any particularly good cards/pills. Sprinkler is an active item. I don't know if we've picked it up, but I think that we'd be kind of silly to pick it up at this point. Especially because it's, even if we haven't had it, it's not a very uncommon item. I seem to get it all the time. Daddy Longlegs I get less frequently, but is a passive item and pretty good, so all in all worthwhile, I'd say. We might want to even use Mom's Razor more rather than our tiers when it comes to those guys that we can't even hit head on. Ooh, that is a bunch of red chests. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna unlock this one. It didn't give me what I wanted. We're gonna go in here. It didn't give me what I wanted. Ah, I missed that coin. It doesn't matter much. We're gonna unlock this because I don't know what's good for me. And then we're gonna blow these up because once again, I don't know what's good for me. This is not a very good expenditure of our resources, but never mind it was. Guppy's hairball has appeared in the basement. You've unlocked challenge number 8, cack out your tongue, and we've become Guppy. Which is, I mentioned transformations in the last episode, I believe. And now, because we've picked up 3 Guppy items, Guppy's head was earlier, Guppy's collar, and the dead cat, which we just picked up, we're able to fly, which is very useful, and occasionally when we hit enemies, we will spawn blue flies, which is really, really good. It's fantastic with a higher fire rate, which we obviously don't have right now, but once we maybe pick up some tiers upgrades, it could potentially, I mean, Guppy is definitely, like, I'd say, at least prior to Repentance, it was by far the most powerful transformation. There's a chance that it, I mean, I believe it's been nerfed slightly in Repentance. I think that it used to be with every shot that you hit on an enemy, you'd spawn a fly, and it is not that way anymore, but I didn't mean to do that. Such things are irrelevant, it's still really powerful, yay, good for us, yay, yay. We also did pick up 9 lives to become Guppy. Technically the item is called Dead Cat, but I always just call it 9 lives in my head, because that's what it does, it gives us 9 lives. So we have a ton of survivability with Satanic Bible and 9 lives and Guppy's collar. So long as we don't make any stupid mistakes, this should be in the bag for us. I say so long as we don't make any stupid mistakes because, let's be real here, it's me we're talking about, it's always possible. Looking for tinted rocks, and I'm not seeing any. Magdalene versus Greed. Honestly, probably should have expected that. But hopefully, because we haven't because we fight Greed here, we shouldn't fight Greed on the next floor, and we'll maybe get a chance to either buy something good or donate more. But we have donated quite a bit already, so it's not too big of a deal if we don't get to. Wonder if we'll get another deal with the devil on this floor, if we'll finally get to use the Joker card. Only time will tell. Monstro 2. Honestly, Monstro 2 is one of those fights that you never think of when you're like, oh man, this fight sucks. Because he's not that hard, but literally every time I fight him, I'm like, seems like he has more health than he should. It's probably because I'm comparing him to regular Monstro. But literally every time I fight him, I'm like, it feels like he has way more health than you'd think he does. Like, I feel like with that anecdote, I should have completed the fight by now. And yet I hadn't. It wasn't going on for that much longer, but like still, you know? Also, what? Did we pick up something that... That's weird. That's a deal with the devil item. I have no idea why it has shown up. for hearts, but because we have the Eternal Heart, I'm gonna get it, and then I'm gonna use the Joker card because we didn't get an actual deal with the devil. And missing page 2. I don't know if we've actually had it before, and because we have the ability to get so much health so fast, I'm gonna pick it up. Basically what it does is it gives you an extra chance to activate like a black heart effect when you're low on health and you take damage. So I have no idea why we got a deal with the devil item with a deal with the devil cost associated with it there. I assume that it was probably due to one of the items that we picked up, but I have no idea which one. The only thing that I can think of is maybe Satanic Bible. I'm looking at my little item list here just to see if there's anything that would indicate that. The only one that I could think of would be Satanic Bible, which would be weird if they made it so that that was a thing, but I don't know. I don't understand anything, and everything is a mystery to me. I'm gonna... Ow. I said I was gonna blow up those guys so that we could get more stuff, because I like stuff, and stuff likes me. Also, this really feels like it should have been the secret room, and I wasted a bomb trying to prove my point, even though I had already seen it, because that's the kind of person who I am on the inside. Alright, we found our item room and our shop, and we get a battery, which is nice. And we're gonna kill a bunch of brains, because brains are illegal. And we fought Super Greed, so no more donating on this run, unless we get like a lucky arcade or something like that. Which is fine, because again, we did get to donate a whole bunch before. So no big whoop. And so quickly we've recovered the health that we lost on the last floor. I mean, neither of these items are super great, but this one's another active item, so I'm gonna take the Fat Odd Mushroom. HP up, damage up, speed down. The speed down kinda sucks, but the damage up and the HP up, and what appears to be a slight range up, is very nice. You might have wondered why I called it the Fat Odd Mushroom. Damn it. That's because, well, we have a golden key, so that doesn't matter. I'm getting distracted. Basically, there are two items in the game called Odd Mushroom, and their only difference is that one of them has a thicker appearance and the other has a thinner appearance. So, generally, they're referred to, at least by the community as far as I'm aware, as Fat Odd Mushroom and Skinny Odd Mushroom. So that's just what I use to keep them distinct from each other. So that curse room was a complete waste of my time. But there's a chance that we find a donation machine in this chest room. It's not very good, but it could happen. And we have what appears to be a bunch of different beggars. And you know what? We're gonna give them some money, because I think that that would be good for us. Extra HP. He gave me a charge on my active item, which I didn't even know could be a thing. Is that what you do? Yeah, he just gives me charges on my active item, which is weird. He looks kind of like the bomb bums, but I'm not gonna say no to extra charges on my item. We don't really need it right now, but you know, cool nonetheless. Shiny rock makes it so that you'll occasionally secret rooms, not secret rooms, tinted rocks and other special rocks will show up as like a shiny little thing when you enter a room. It's pretty useful, but it's not the best. I'm gonna stick with Endless Nameless just so that we can have a little bit of extra advantage. I'm mostly curious as to what this guy even pays out with. So I'm actually gonna... Okay, well, I don't think that I could, I have no idea what I'm doing. Basically what it comes down to is the fact that I'm, very silly. Very, very silly. We're gonna give him a little bit more money just to see if he, like, pays out with an item. That's not what I meant to do. Come on, show me the money. Give me something, anything. There's not a huge amount of purpose to us keeping the money. Alright, we'll go down to like 15 cents. And that's about all I have patience for. And he dropped a battery. Cool, I guess? Alright, man, thanks. I'm not sure what the ultimate purpose of you is, but I'm sure glad to have met you. Ow, my face. Alright, with Guppy and with all the defensive items we have, we should be good. Also, it would seem that they made it so that you can no longer walk into Mom's foot without taking damage, which sucks. But still not going to be super hard for us regardless because we're having a really powerful run. I only wish that we had had the ability to get the boss rush. So this is another deal with the devil item, but again, because we have the car battery and stuff, I'm gonna take it just because why not? And we're fighting Krampus for the first time. Krampus will occasionally show up in Deals with the Devil as a little mini-boss, Head of Krampus, and he will drop one of two items, either the Head of Krampus or the Lump of Coal. The Head of Krampus has a 3-room charge again, which is amazing to me because it used to be a 6-room charge, but this is what it do. It's really good, and it actually seems like it got a significant buff since the previous update. We are, however, going to stick with Satanic Bible just because of the sheer survivability that it gives us. And then on to Room 1. And we have a key room. This re-rolls all item pedestals on the ground, which is not the greatest right this second, but it could be very useful potentially. I don't know why I decided to go into this room. There's very little benefit from doing this, aside from more charges on Satanic Bible, which we don't really need because we're at full HP anyway. But we get to see some of these cool enemies, and by cool I mean scary and terrible, and I honestly hate them. But you know, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Wish we had picked up some form of mapping just to see where we were going. Make this a little faster. Bunch of enemies that I do not recognize in the slightest. Do love me some good new content. Y'all can't get me. I'm flying over holes. Alright, nothing too difficult there. The lovers is better than the tower, I think. The tower spawns a bunch of bombs around. Never mind, the tower's better because it works with sad bombs. And the lovers only puts down red hearts. Which, unless we pick up Dark Bomb, is not really going to be very useful. The tower, while it is pretty likely to hurt us, you know, I mean, that looked pretty sick, guys, right? We can get into there without having to do any harm to ourselves by going through the secret room. Which, again, technically speaking, we don't really need to because we have so much healing power. But, you know, the moment you throw caution away is the moment that you die. Safety first, kids. Safety first. I didn't mean to do that, but it doesn't matter, and is completely irrelevant. Just like nihilists. That joke kind of fell flat on its face, and I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry also for having isolated my nihilistic audience. Speed up, plus your feet feel stronger. Right, I think I've gotten that before. I don't know, though. But basically, what I meant to say was I don't actually care about my nihilistic audience. I believe that nihilism is dumb. And stupid. And if you're a nihilist, you're stupid. That's all I have to say on the matter. Alrighty, the Bloat. One of, if not my least favorite regular boss in the game. Because it just fires a bunch of bullshit at you. And normally it does like a sideways laser beam, which I apparently just didn't trigger until then, which yay! And he dropped the latch key, which gives us more keys and a luck up. I expected, honestly, another deal with the devil thing, but you know what? That's cool. I'm not bothered in the slightest. We're still probably gonna fucking win. Ow, my face. Ow, my face. What's the pill? Speed down. Honestly, fuck you. Amnesia. What the What the Mountain Dew Baja Blast is wrong with you people? I am half tempted to use a bomb to blow up the door and get the hell out of here. Because these guys suck. Alright. On to the next room. The next room's what we're doing. And ow, my face. My beautiful, beautiful face. Secret room is not there, but again, I can't tell you how many times I can say this. Satanic Bible, we fine, we fine. We definitely, if we hadn't picked up car battery earlier on in the run, I don't think that I would have the room to be as cavalier as I have been. We'd still be fine, probably, but I've also taken some damage that is, certainly not advisable and definitely avoidable. But luckily, we don't have to worry about that. Because, you know, we're not living in that world right now. Nose Goblin I took instead of Endless Nameless. It occasionally makes your shots like homing and then they like stick to enemies and do like damage over time. There's an argument to be made for sticking with Endless Nameless, but it hasn't given us a huge advantage so far. It has given us a little bit of an advantage, but not like anything ridiculous. So I'm not too torn up about getting rid of it. Another Tinted Rock. Another Spirit Heart, another Bomb, another Day, another $1. Ooh, that's cool. These are both pretty good items. I'm gonna pick up Belly Button, which gives us the AAA battery, which makes it so that we'll charge easily, and it lets us hold multiple whatchamacallits. Trinkets, that's the word I'm looking for. And you know what? We're gonna pick up Smart Fly too. Smart Fly is an orbital, but it also, when you get hit, it'll unleash like a very dangerous familiar for the rest of that room, so it's pretty good. It's honestly one of, if not my favorite items that activates when you take damage. But of course there is a pretty strong chance that the run ends here, so it's... Well, I was about to say it's not likely to have a huge effect, but you know, we got hit, so... It seems... No, it's still pretty good. My instinct was to say that it's been nerfed, but it's probably not true. It used to do just an absolute fuckload of damage. It was incredible in the early game. Especially if you had health to spare, you could just take a hit and just destroy everything. And we have a deal with the devil, so looks like the run's not over yet, guys. Down to the next floor. Down to Sheol. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Satan. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Ipecac has appeared in the basement. That's another item where I'm like, I've had that for forever. Surely Ipecac is just unlocked from the start. Which evidently is not the case. I would explain what every item we unlock does, but I'm sure we're going to have them at some point or another, so... all in due time, have patience. Were I able to have copyrighted music, HP up, tears down is terrible. I would put in the Guns N' Roses song, but I don't have the ability to play copyrighted music, so kiss my butt. And we got a crawl space. I don't know if we've actually gotten a crawl space before in the series, but they have items in them, or sometimes it's just coins. They run the gamut of usability. Fortune cookie, I have no idea what it does. It gives me a card and a fortune. We are going to use the world, just because that'll let us find Satan much more easily. Alright, and so now we don't have to waste our time with the big room or anything like that. So not the greatest item to have gotten from a crawl space, but honestly that was pretty good. At least as far as active items go, something that gave us mapping was probably the best outcome there. I should really have been using Satanic Bible to refill that thing earlier. Well, what is the point of this? I'm gonna come in here, and I'm gonna lay down a bomb. Just because I wanted to see what would happen, but I'm also at the same time unsure of what I thought would happen. I don't know, man. We'll blow this up. Look for maybe a second secret room. There's the second secret room. Yeah, why not? And since we're not gonna have any more of this run, most likely, why not play this guy a whole bunch? Just to see if we can get anything cool. We didn't. We got Distant Admiration, and Buddy in a Box was unlocked. Well, I have no idea what Buddy in a Box is, but, so clearly it's a repentance item. But as it turns out, it was useful, because we unlocked a new item. And we've already activated Smart Fly. We're Guppy, we have a ton of health still. If we die here, I would be shocked. I'm also going to put down the tower, so we just do a bunch of damage to the second phase of Satan. Ow, my face. Now we're going to fight his hooves. Ow, my face. Again, this is what I meant earlier when I was like, you know, if we hadn't picked up car battery, probably be in a pretty bad situation. Or at least significantly worse than we're at. But hey, we succeeded. And I'm pretty sure that's the same ending that we've seen a dozen times. Guardian Angel has appeared in the basement. Yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, any of which would mean the world to me. And I do so hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one.